Hello, everyone. It's Max here. It's the end of season 2.5. This is it. This is the finale. Why am I here? What am I doing? Those are great questions. I have two things for you. One, I want to say thank you to everyone who has supported season 2 and season 2.5. We started season 2 back in 2019, and through the pandemic, through many of us moving, not being able to do this in person as we had done for years, we just we were still able to make something that I'm so proud of, and I'm so happy we had the opportunity to finish up. If you're here, if you're one of the people who has been a part of this journey, if you're new, if you're old, if you've reached this point, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, the reason that I'm here addressing you all is actually probably a much more lighthearted reason. That's because this episode was originally like 2.5 hours long, so we split it between the last episode and this one, and I felt like a recap might be a good idea. So very quickly, before we get into it, here's what happened on the last episode of the Dissolution of Order. So what did happen? That's a great question. You're asking all the right questions today. So we got back to the present, which was also like 3 days in the future, and then we kicked the shit out of Sammy, who was Miracle at this point, known as Miracle, and was really going through it. And they stabbed Atticus in the leg. That leg's not looking super hot, but we beat him. And then Calamity, who was with us from the past and present and future, ate Sammy / Miracle, which gave him divine insight into the location of Order, the titular character of the Dissolution of Order. And he was on the moon. He was on the second red moon. That was Heaven's moon that swooped down to Earth. And so Calamity was a really great guy. He gave us a red rocket ship. And Francois, legendary season 2.5 character Francois, of course, knew how to pilot it. So we zooped straight on up to the moon with the push of a button, coincidentally. But he's a pilot for sure. He knows what he's doing. And so we get there, and Order's in pieces, and we put the pieces back together. We're like, all right, Order, time for you to fix shit. And that's where we are now, getting back on the rocket ship. Enjoy this episode. Thank you again for being a part of this. Stay tuned for the official announcement of season 3 coming very soon.
He like walks in with you guys, and he looks down at Atticus, and he's like, "Oh, ew, your friend's like dead."
Can you fix her, please?
Oh yeah, I can try. And he touches her forehead, and a whole wash of that like black magic just goes whoosh and like exits her body really gross, really fast. And she coughs. And then her chest wound starts bleeding, and her leg starts bleeding heavily, and she goes,
Cornelius, first aid, go!
I did already.
Calamity goes, he's like, is that, I fixed her. She looks like she's still gonna die.
If you can fix the rest of the world, we can take her to a hospital.
He squats down in front of her, and she squints, and she goes, and passes out.
That's fine.
And he, like, touches her head again, and then grimaces and touches her head again.
Hold on, I think I can fix this now. As best I can.
Yeah, you get in there. Her chest wound's a lot smaller. It's bleeding a lot less, but it's not healed. The leg does not look any better.
Yeah, no, I didn't expect it would.
Francois, hit the button!
Francois goes, wee, and slams that button. None of you are wearing seatbelts, and it just goes, whoosh. Order's totally fine. He's still kind of just standing there while the rest of you go flying back. And he's still, like, kind of poking at Atticus, and he goes, oh, wow, I've never tried to fix a human before. This is weird.
Wait a second. Hang on. No, hang on.
Hold on, let me just take care of that. No, it's fine.
Do you want me to try and fix this leg?
Dude, that's
Yeah, fuck
Could
it.
there be much
I
more
can't
damage done?
possibly get worse.
No,
Anderson,
hang
it's
on.
literally held on by skin. It could not possibly get worse.
Dude, I don't know, man. Order's never tried to do this before. I think we got to take her to a people hospital.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely do that also.
It'll only take a second.
Give it a
Do
shot.
it. Do
Okay.
it. Do
He
it.
he touches her leg and with like one finger, and then he like whole hand kind of like wraps around her knee, and when he pulls it back, her leg falls off. Like the part,
Oh.
like the part that was hanging on falls off.
You fixed it, bud.
He goes, I did actually, and he like kind of like motions to the other half of her leg that's still attached to her. That wound is closed and is no longer literally like water falling blood like it was a second ago.
Oh,
You
good.
see?
Great. Okay, let's go home.
What were you hoping that they would put it back on?
That would
I
have
thought
been
it
What
was-
happened?
I thought
What
they
happened to
was
your
doing-
leg when you lost your leg? Did they try and put that back on?
If you
I'm sure they
believe it,
didn't.
I didn't have the magic of limbo and psychedelia to help
Yeah, well,
me.
you know, sometimes the power of interdimensional beings isn't strong enough to fix a leg being ripped off.
I want to go home. I want to see my wife.
Order shoves the Atticus's leg towards you, and he's like, "Here you go."
Thank you.
Do you want that?
No.
I Cornelius takes it horrified.
Picks it up. You now have a leg. After another like 5 minutes of this, the rocket ship finally lands. You hear that same ka-chunk, as the as you land on the surface again. That door once again opens, and Francois, now once again totally decked out in his chef's outfit, is just like, "All right, I'm gonna go find where I left your children, and I'll go back to babysitting them."
Find where you. Okay. Whoa.
Order
That's
looks
the-
at Francois and then looks at you guys and he goes, "Do you want me to fix him too?"
Fix him.
Yeah,
I
he's
think we
not
should have
real.
left him on the what?
What?
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah,
I think
watch.
of all
And
the things
he
I've heard
goes,
today.
He goes, "Little buddy, come here." And Francois's like, "Okay." Walks forward and Order touches him on the forehead, and he goes, and he turns into one of those little like Italian chef wine holder bottles, where it's like a fat little Italian chef with like a little Italian hat, and he picks it up and he gives it to you, and he's holding a carrot, and he's smiling widely, and he goes, "Yeah, looks like he was just a little wine holder."
I grip the
Yeah,
wine
no, that
holder.
makes sense.
I
That makes
grip
sense.
the wine holder with both hands,
Uh-huh.
and I say, "Where the fuck are my kids?"
Order goes, "Ooh, I should have waited. I'm really sorry." And then he exits the
Oops,
rocket
my
ship.
bad.
They'll turn up.
Order looks around and he goes, "Oh God, you broke the fucking reality."
No, that
Jesus.
was an angel.
I'm sorry, that was not a directed at you. It was just a
Yeah.
you.
The formal we.
Yeah, no. Go for it. Have at
The
it.
royal we.
All right, where's Cal? And he's like looking around, and the street, you're back where you were fighting Atticus. The street is totally empty. It's deserted. There's still delicious blood and goo everywhere, which
Ew.
Delicious
gross.
blood and glue.
Delicious.
but there's no sign of Cal anywhere. And Order goes, Well, I'm just gonna like straighten up while
Yeah.
Can you guys like find him? And he like goes like, but just starts flying up. He gets absolutely massive, turns into like a big old psychedelic cloud, and goes about literally suturing the sky closed.
Excellent. Is there any like
Calamity goo.
gross calamity stuff around?
Make a
I'm already rolling. Spot hidden.
Yeah, actually, that's spot hidden. I was gonna say make a vigilant check, and then I was like, wrong game. Spot hidden,
snap,
please.
That's a hard success.
Ooh.
I just barely passed that.
Okay, Phoebe.
That is a hard success.
Okay. all three of you, at the same time, in the distance, spot what looks like a pair of pink wings. And I mean like far distance, like outside of Sinzaba in the distance. They appear to be getting smaller.
Should we do something about that?
Order!
Like a little piece of the cloud comes down, and he's like, "Hello."
Go get
Hey,
it. Go get
that.
Go get it.
I point.
Go. And he goes, "Oh." He goes, "Okay," and he grabs the three of you. He grabs Atticus, and he's like, "All right, let's go." And he
No.
right up into the cloud.
Okay.
And he goes, boom, and he starts jetting off. And the three of you, and Atticus, the unconscious body, are just kind of like hanging out in what feels like, I want to say almost like a ball pit. Things are like kind of loose and moving around you, but you're also in like a contained area. And Order from all around you says, "Would you like some weight music? I
No,
installed that a while ago."
Just go.
Okay, all right. And he continues on. And I'm gonna say for
wait music.
he goes, "I heard that." Do 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 do. And he sings to you, beautiful. As you guys are jetting along, and after about, I'm gonna guesstimate like 10 minutes, he goes, "Oh my god, this fucking guy! Jesus fucking Christ! Every swear I know possible. Fuck." Okay, we're here. And he slowly starts descending you guys back towards the ground. As you sort of like get your bearings and look around, you are on the coast. The same like cracks in the sky are still here. There's a lot less of this black goo everywhere. It's still like a little bit's falling, or there's still some on the ground. But most notably is the absolutely unimaginably massive sinkhole that you are standing on the skirts of. There is a huge, you can't see the bottom. It is pitch black, and it goes on for miles.
Jeez, this is that thing on the news.
This sucks.
This is Blissington Falls, right?
Order's like, I don't know.
Blissington fell.
Blissington fell indeed. And off a little bit further down the way, you see a figure, and it's very humanoid. Aside from these large pink and yellow wings, very, very similar to the wings that you saw actual Sammy's body have. Similar to Abner's like crown that was growing off of his head, there's a half crown starting to grow off of this person's head. And they're walking towards the city that doesn't exist. It is like a split in reality. It's shimmering. It almost looks like it's like another portal that this thing is currently opening. And Order jogs over, and he's like, "Calamity! Oh my god, Calamity, stop!" And the figure turns, and they turn and glance again, and they go, "Oh, you're back." And they turn all the way around, and these giant blue eyes that wrap all the way around their head, almost like a visor. No face beyond the visor. But you can almost feel this like sarcastic smile as they go, "Welcome home, brother. How are you? I've missed you. Come on, let's be creation. You and me." And Order says, "You must think I'm fucking stupid. If you can eject your little friend, I would be creation with you in a hot minute." And the being goes, "But I like him. He's so fun. He's different."
Should we go?
Yeah, this feels like a
This is like a
personal
you guys
matter.
thing. We're in New Jersey, so I gotta get my sister to a hospital.
The being kind of looks past Order and says, "You brought friends.
Hi.
Wonderful."
Sammy? Is that Sammy in there?
It starts taking steps towards you, and Order goes, "Nope, nope, nope, nope. We're done killing humans for the day. Come on. Get out." spit it out. And the being goes, "Why? I'm the final miracle this world will ever know." And Order's like, oh, "You're really gonna make me do it, aren't you?" And he starts expanding.
Oh, ew.
And the other being is just like, "Oh, I've been waiting for this, and I wouldn't want to leave you three out. No."
No, you can. That's
He snaps, and those little portals again sort of like sizzle into existence, and plop, plop, plop. 3 people fall out of them. They dust themselves off, stand up, turn around, and smile at you. You're now staring at Rose, Nancy, and Griffin.
No, put those back.
And they smile.
You guys can leave.
babe.
And they say, in unison, "Welcome home."
No.
Let's roll initiative.
We don't live in New
This
Jersey.
is not. This is not home.
We don't live in New Jersey.
I failed.
I got
no.
a hard success.
Okay. Anderson, what'd you get?
I failed.
You failed. And who got a hard success?
That would be Phoebe.
Cornelius, you failed?
Yeah.
Cornelius, what'd you roll?
I rolled an 86, and
Anderson,
my
what'd
dex is 75.
Anderson, what'd you roll?
A 50, and my dex is 30.
Okay. Up first is Rose, who is going to walk forward and attempt to punch you, Anderson.
Oh,
That's
shit.
not very nice.
Oh, bitch. All right.
Okay. Well, Anderson has had way more than enough magic shit for the day, for the week, for his entire life. So he sees his wife run up to punch him, and as she's doing it, he sighs and rears back to deliver one of his own.
All right. So I got a nat 1.
Oh, God. Hang on.
Anderson's
wait a
gonna
second.
die.
I got a 100.
Anderson's gonna die.
Anderson's dead.
Here's what happens, Anderson. Okay. You see your wife rolling up. She's getting ready to punch you. You're ready to punch back. I don't care. You're so frustrated. You're going to go for it. And you trip. And your good leg hits a rock. And so you bring your bad leg forward to land on it. Meanwhile, Rose faked you out. She drops her fist, and she slides in to take your bad leg out. And she
No!
knocks it completely off. Your prosthetic goes flying. And I'm going to need you to take 3 points of damage as you hit the earth real hard.
Ow! Babe!
She smiles at you. Phoebe, your turn.
Hey, well, seeing as how these pairings are already looking, I'm gonna go after Griffin.
Okay, what would you like to do?
Phoebe's gonna pull out her gayon from her giant cargo pants.
Oh my God.
I'm going to turn my brother gay. Go home, break Suze the bad news.
Sorry, Suze. This has been the plan all along. This is what Phoebe wanted it to lead to.
This is what happens to the one straight, this is a normal character.
We gayify him.
We gayify him.
That would be a just a regular success with my disadvantage.
Okay, and he failed. Okay, so what would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna shoot him with my gayon.
All right. How much damage does he take?
Hold on. Let me just roll 2d10 real fast. Okay, that's a 7. Hold on.
I hope this isn't the real
that's-
Griffin.
That's 18.
You shoot Griffin
Yeah.
twice in the chest.
Yeah.
He falls over, and he's bleeding a lot, and he doesn't get back up.
Oh dang.
Hopefully these aren't the real thems.
There's no
Yeah,
way
I
this
hope-
could be the real thems. Order, are
Yeah, I
these the
hope
real
not.
thems?
Quick
It's
question.
no longer Griffin's turn. Nancy,
If Phoebe just killed her brother, she's gonna she's gonna kill all of her family. Oh no.
Nancy goes, Hello, sweetheart. And she is also going to try to punch you.
Darling, sweet wife of mine, where are our children?
Where are your children? Where are my children? My babysitter got turned into a-
Maybe your wife knows. I don't know, man. I'd like to grapple her.
Okay. She got a regular success to punch you.
Okay. Let's see.
You know,
Would it just be strength?
Yeah.
Well, goodbye to that dice.
just gonna do some quick reading.
I got a hard success to grapple my wife.
Might actually be the wrong. This is the wrong.
All
one.
right. You managed to kind of like duck under her punch and get her in a headlock. And Nancy is fighting against you, and she goes, "Sweetheart, it is so rude to restrain your wife." Cornelius, it is your
love
turn.
you so much. I just want to give you a big hug. I'm gonna just keep holding her.
Wonderful. Anderson, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, Anderson is gonna look over and see maybe dead Griffin. As a free action, I'd like to call to order and say, "Bro, are these real?"
Up in the sky, the two of them are like wrestling a lot, and Order kind of like pokes his head down and looks and he goes, "Yeah." And the other Calamity was just like, "Why would I make fake ones? I just transported the real ones. You're fine.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm evil." And they continue fighting up there. Or back at the top of the order with Rose.
Wait, I didn't get an action.
Oh, you're right. No, I'm so sorry. You're right. Anderson, it is your turn.
That's your action.
All right.
Your action was yelling.
I'm gonna grab my fake leg and try and cap my wife with it.
Okay.
It's a hard plastic.
It sure is.
Got a hole in it from when you got stabbed earlier.
All right, that's a hard success
Okay,
It's
she's
hard
gonna-
plastic and metal.
Just try and avoid that
and success.
with a.
And success.
That is a failure. Okay, so go ahead and roll damage to clock your wife.
What's the damage to clock my wife?
I'm gonna give you a 1d4.
Oh, sure, yeah. No,
It's a
give me
plastic-
1d6.
Fine, take a 1d6. It's a plastic leg
Metal.
Time to.
and metal.
Oh, that's
Gotta
5.
support a guy.
Major wound
Great,
my
you-
wife. Major
catch
wound
her-
my wife.
You catch her with the edge that like basically connects your actual leg into the prosthetic itself is made of metal, and you catch her right in the temple with that, and she goes down hard, and she also doesn't get back up.
Sorry, babe.
And now it is no longer Phoebe or Rose's turn, so Phoebe, it is your turn. The only person
Realizing-
left is Nancy.
Realizing that she may have just actually murdered her own brother.
Don't
Oh,
worry, I'm
no.
looking in the rules right now for you, buddy.
Phoebe's looking to some cosmic entity. Please look at the rules. She's gonna run over to her brother. She's gonna be like, no. And she's gonna roll,
You know what? Here, fuck the rules. Roll luck for me.
roll luck.
Roll luck for me.
Am I gonna get lucky and this not be my actual? It's gonna be some like
No.
doppelganger.
This is actually Griffin. If you roll luck and you pass, he'll be alive. If you don't pass, I'm really sorry, Phoebe, you did 18 damage.
No, I passed. I definitely passed.
Okay. You
Hey, listen. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, tell me.
I'm looking at the rule book right now for 0 HP because there is a big section on it.
Yeah, tell me.
If an amount of damage greater than the character's maximum hit points is taken in one attack, death is inevitable.
Well, maybe Griffin will have
rules. My
maybe
game.
Griffin will have 19 health.
Maybe he has
Listen.
18. Maybe he has 18 health. He's a jock. He could have.
Maybe
a
he
lot of
has
health.
Maybe
Exactly
Griffin has
18 health.
18.5 health.
If Griffin
Griffin
has
has-
18 points of health, he can be revived.
Well, here's the thing. Phoebe passed her luck check, so yeah, Griffin had exactly 18 points of health.
Wow, that's not how luck works.
I don't care. I don't care at this point. Griffin is alive, barely. Both of your shots got him in the chest, but neither one got him in the heart. But if you do not get him medical attention within the next hour, he will not make it.
Can I mean, I'm assuming me rolling first aid is not gonna like do anything at all.
No.
Okay.
You can
You can stop the bleeding, but
yeah,
that's
I was gonna
like...
say you can. That's about all you can do at this point.
Yeah,
do you want to attempt that? Or...
I guess I'm gonna stuff that wound.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, let us move over to Nancy and Cornelius again. Nancy, it's Nancy's turn, and she is once again going to try and get out of your hold.
Nope. I just barely passed that.
All right. You continue to restrain Nancy. Anderson, it is your turn again.
All right. I'm gonna chuck Francois at Nancy.
Okay.
That.
Please do not grievously injure my wife with Francois' gnome body.
My throw roll. Wow. I passed.
Thank God.
Nancy failed again. Okay. Roll 1d6 for damage.
That's a 6.
Oh my God.
All right. You go.
Anderson,
You
my
go, don't
wife.
worry, everybody. And you chuck Francois, and he goes, woo, woo, woo. And he gets her, pointy end of the carrot, right in the temple, 2 for 2. And Nancy goes limp in your arms, Cornelius. There is a big bleeding wound on her head that is just like pouring down her face.
Anderson calls from the ground. You're welcome.
My wife.
My wife.
My brother.
Atticus is also unconscious.
Our friend.
But now that we're out of combat, you guys take a minute to just be like, and as you're screaming, you hear boom.
Oh,
Whoa. That was crazy. That impact hit so hard, Beth's camera changed.
So, Calamity and Order are rolling it. Order has his hand on Calamity's neck and his hand shoved down his throat, and he goes, "Get out, you motherfucker!" He pulls him out, and that same glob you saw earlier that Calamity ate is now just sort of like wiggling in his hand, and he shoves it into the earth, and it stops moving, and Calamity goes from this like weird fucked up being to just slowly back morphing into his like weird cloud body. And then he goes, Order! And he gives him a big hug, and he goes, Cal! And they give each other a big hug, and please switch over to image number 20.
Anderson is not impressed by this family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, hell yeah, baby.
He doesn't even care
Nice.
as they transform into this cool guy.
Yeah, they, wait, what?
I don't care. I assume they're transforming into this cool guy.
Yes.
Yeah. No, as they're doing that, Anderson says, "Get out of this planet. Right the fuck now. Get out. I don't care if you are some celestial being. Get the fuck out. Thank you for all of this." I look at the unconscious bodies of all of our loved ones, and I say, "This realm is not for this. Please go."
Please fix things first.
The singular being, who is a, strangely enough, the two combinations formed,
A hipster?
a really generally like a hipster looking man. He's got these like glowing glasses. His hair is made of different colored lights, but most notably are his arms. One has this like blue glow like entwining around it. The other has like a yellow. And the guy shrugs and he goes, "Completely fair. No problem. Let me just clean up here really fast. I will get all of you home, and then I will be on my way with this one." And he sets about sort of like just snapping, and the sky comes together, and it's back into a blue, regular, normal looking sky. No more fucked up cracks. He is just like snapping left and right and left and right, and you can't see everything that's changing, but you can fucking hope to God that whatever's happening is completely normal. And as he's doing this, he turns his back to the hole, and there's a movement as this giant, massive, two-headed raven comes flying up from this hole and lands with a start right next to the three of you.
Can you just go home?
Dude,
What
can you?
is
This is like
not-
not the right time, dude.
This two-headed raven transforms, and each of you see something specifically different. Cornelius, this thing turns into Jace. And when it turns and it looks at you, it's your father. Phoebe, this thing turns into Jace also. And when it turns to look at you, it's still Jace. Anderson, when this thing turns to look at you, it's that same, like, clothed person thing that cost you your leg over 10 years ago.
Dude, just go home.
It looks at you, and then it turns back towards Creation, who goes, "What the fuck are you doing here? Get out! Oh my god, are you trying?" And the person goes, "Nope, nope, nope. Shut up." And they do. Their mouth clamps shut, closed. And the being pulls out this little spear, gives it a twirl, and says, "I'll only be a moment," and stabs it into Sammy, the little angel blob, which screeches and then dissipates. And the thing looks at Creation, who's staring at it in horror, and says, "Oh, so do you know what you just did?" And it says, "Yes. Abner broke the treaty, so the treaty's off. No more treaty."
The dude that took
Bye-bye.
my leg is some sort of fucking raven?
That's not what. Yeah,
I think
just
it was
wanna go
different for all
home.
of us.
I just need to. My brother, guys.
Yeah, no, can this like... Dude, can you take this somewhere else, please?
Yeah, I understand you've got a rhythm, you're snapping, you got this shit going on, but like, can we go home, please?
You got a whole song and dance, and I get that, but we're fucking sick of it. We're done.
Yeah.
I'm also
You
like
guys are,
actually
like-
physically sick.
You guys are like talking and like pleading with these figures. They don't look at you. They don't acknowledge you in the slightest. Creation goes, "You're not going to invade, are you?" And the being goes,
No,
"Oh, no.
no,
I'm just
no
just-
invading.
Just here to call the treaty off. If he's gonna break the law, then so am I. So get fucked. Have a great day." Turns back into that two-headed raven and goes whoop whoop right back down into that hole. And
Was that a demon?
the Creation looks at you and goes, "That was the Queen of Hell,
Oh.
Orpheosa herself."
That's
Oh.
cool.
When I
Okay,
tell
well-
you, I don't give a fuck. Get us
That's
home.
fair. And he goes, "Bye, humans." And you are all, like, instantly back on your street in Zanzibar.
Does Anderson's leg come with him?
No.
I like just lay back on the floor and I say, "Can anyone with a cell phone please call a hospital?"
That would be you, bud.
Oh, God.
Wait, I have a cell phone too, I think, maybe.
You're broken.
Oh.
Beep, beep, beep. I will say, though, at least, like, the sky is normal. It's no longer, like, on fire and fucked. There's still a lot of, like, black goo everywhere. There's still some damage. But the world is no longer turning into absolute chaos or nonsense. It looks like the world again.
Bro, I need like 4 ambulances.
The 911 operator is just like, "Okie dokie," and like then click.
Doesn't even get
911
where
hangs
you're-
up on you.
It's the future. They don't need to know
they know.
where you are. They know.
And then after a few minutes, you guys do hear like a barrage of sirens, like more than like just your sirens, and that's where we'll end this currently.
Oh,
Not
my
the whole
goodness.
thing, just right now. You did it. It cost you almost everything. You fucking did it, guys. Good fucking job. You get
Quick,
Atticus to a hospital. Oh, go ahead.
quick question for the class. What leg was Anderson missing?
His left.
Which leg is Atticus now missing?
Her left.
Nice, excellent. That's all I wanted. Okay, go ahead.
You guys do manage to get Atticus and Griffin and Rose and Nancy to a hospital in time. Griffin is in
God.
critical condition. He's going to be in the hospital for a while. As is Atticus. She, her leg is almost like completely healed over. There's nothing they can do with it. Not that they have the leg anyway. It got left somewhere.
No, I have it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Cornelius does have it.
Despite everything,
it
I
comes
do
with
still
them.
have it.
It comes with you guys. You attempt to give it back, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, this
No,
thing."
I don't give it to them. I'm saving it for Atticus to
Oh
do
my
with
God.
whatever she wants.
Um,
So it goes in the freezer as soon as I'm able to get to one.
what's in your freezer? Everyone's all right. You find your kids, all of your kids. They're just at home. They were just at home in a closet.
Even Phoebe's kids?
Even Phoebe's
Oh, thank
kids.
God. They've been gone
Hey!
for 20-something years.
But yeah, that's where we find ourselves. It's been a couple of weeks. Griffin and Atticus are both still in the hospital. Everyone else is out. Anderson, you got your leg shipped over from New Jersey. Someone found it, and they shipped it back to
The
you.
future
You
is
wrote your
incredible.
address inside the leg. They sent it home.
But we, so let me tell you a little bit about what happens to the world in these couple of weeks span. So, everything got really fucked up all over the place. Specifically within the U.S. in the Northeast, this giant crack in the sky spread all over New England. It got all the way down to like the New Jersey area, and that meant that there was a lot of this really toxic ass black liquid, and they didn't really know what to do with it. So the government sort of just like shoved all of it into one area and just dumped it into that bottomless pit in New Jersey. And they were like, here we go. We put all of the goo right into the hole. We'll make like a magic lake, and then it won't affect all of our people. And then a couple of days later, there's no more magic goo. It's just a hole. And for the rest of you at home, that magic goo, absolute concentrated angelic magic, all situated on one very, very thin passage straight to hell, it breaks through. And it trickles down into hell, into the maw, where it finds a large empty hole to sink into. And as the last of this angelic magic trickles in, something starts to stir.
Oh no, is Cash Money Danger McStinky Sammy?
He's not Sammy, but that's why he crawled out of the hole all fucked up.
Ew.
It's because he was super poisoned and corrupted by an absolute assload of angel magic.
All right. Executive decision. Then the government has to decide New Jersey's just fucked. There's no saving New Jersey. It's no Jersey now.
After the after the disappearance of liquid fuck, they were like, you know what? New Jersey's haunted.
We're
New Jersey's haunted. Get rid of it.
New federal funding project. We're funding everyone to be able to move out of New Jersey. Everyone needs to leave.
It's
Facts.
literally
It's rebranded.
No Jersey.
It's rebranded No Jersey, and no one lives there anymore. But it's the last little bit of time we have left with our families. I'm gonna give everyone a chance to do like one quick scene before Max does his end credit stuff, and we'll call it a day.
Well, actually, my scene is also going to be the post credits for reasons that I'll explain.
Okay, so let's start with Cornelius. Cornelius, you are home with Nancy, your kids. God, it's been an insane couple of weeks, but Nancy's head is almost completely better. She has like probably a scar over her temple now, but she kind of likes scars anyway.
So, your scar looks great. I mean, like, it's not like quite a scar yet. Still looks sick though.
She touches it and she goes, "Thank you. I do wish I could remember any of that bit, but it's something about after you guys, left. I just don't have any recollection of it. So You'll have
That's
to,
that's for the best, honestly. It all sucked.
Given Atticus and Anderson and your and Phoebe's general state, it sure seemed like it, and I'm sorry about that, my dear. My dear.
It's
Let's,
okay. What else is new, you know?
Well, hopefully not any more of this, because I am done. I'm so done with all of that.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping it would be done too, but
As you guys are chit-chatting, Zan runs in and he goes, Dad, I made you a cake! And he holds up like this big old mud pie with like a bunch of worms sticking out of it
yo, that's so sick. I hold my hands out to take it.
in your hands, and it like half of it gloops out onto the floor. And he goes,
Excellent.
Gonna blow out your candles!
Yeah, I am.
And Harriet runs in and she's got paper plates and she's like, all right, I've got the... Zan, you said you made a real cake. And he's like, that is a real cake. Look at it. It's got like frosting. It's like there's like grass dripped on it and stuff. And he's like, Dad, that is a real cake, right?
Yeah. Harriet, you're not gonna eat your brother's cake. Come on. What is the what you guys don't want to share this with me? Come on. What is this?
Harriet's like, I only share it because it's you, Dad. And she starts like setting up the plates.
All right.
And Nancy ruffles Zan's hair and she goes, just a small piece for me. Not terribly hungry today.
Your mom got bonked over the head.
Harriet's just like, Mom, did getting smacked in the face by a carrot man reduce your hunger levels? And Nancy's like, that's a very strange question, Harriet. No. And Zan is like, he like formed a little plate, like a little not plate, one of those like divvying tools with his hand, and he's like cutting slices of cake out with his hand through the mud pie, and he's serving them to everyone. And he goes, Dad, once you filled up on cake, Harriet and I need to have a talk with you.
Okay.
He goes, so fill up on cake. He's like watching.
Man, I think to pull a power move on his kids, he does actually eat one of the worms out of the pile of dirt.
Harriet and Nancy's jaw drop. Zan looks at you like you're his new hero, and he goes, you're the coolest dad in the world. And Harriet's like, I'm gonna be sick. And she does like actually leave the room. Nancy goes after her, and they come back a couple minutes later with a big old glass of water. And Nancy goes, okay, honey, why don't we ask your dad about that thing now? And Zan goes, yeah, hold on, I'll get the note cards. And Harriet's just like, no, I'm a better, shut up. Dad?
Yes?
Dad, so Zan and I have been really, really responsible, especially since the world like ended a couple weeks ago. You think we've been fantastic, right? Top tier kids, best kids you ever had.
Yeah. I mean, you're the only kids I've ever had.
Well, best kids you ever had.
Yeah. Puts you at the top of the list.
Right. So like, we should have a puppy. Can we get a puppy?
Yeah.
They start losing it. Zan is like, he like knocks his chair over, and he's like, so, and Harriet's like, oh my God, I'm gonna be a mom. And Nancy's just like, only one puppy. We'll all get one puppy. And they both go, oh no, please, there's two of us. We gotta get twin puppies.
I hate to break it to you about how puppies have siblings.
And they spend the rest of the evening explaining to you exactly why twin puppies are definitely a thing. And Cornelius, we close on you having a lovely family moment with your family.
I absolutely convinced Nancy that we need at least 4 dogs.
Jesus.
Nancy goes to the pound and comes back with 5, and she's just like, I couldn't.
I couldn't split them.
I couldn't leave one.
I couldn't split them.
Phoebe, so since Griff's in the hospital, do you want to do your scene in the hospital, or do you want to do something else?
Um, I
Because like
mean,
you don't have to do a Griff scene if you don't want to. I'm not sure what you'd like to do for your final scene.
I mean, I would definitely like to do a Griffin scene.
Okay.
Definitely Griffin scene.
So you roll up to Griff. He's in the hospital. Suze is kind of in the room with him. She is like showing him different like swatches of it would look like to be the same color, and she's like, "Okay, Griff, I need you to pick. Am I doing gray ivory or am I doing cream white?" And he squints and he goes, "Suze, I don't. Those are the same color." And she goes, "They're not. They're not the same color. They have different names. Oh, Phoebe!" As you walk in, and he goes, "Phoebe, hi!" And he like sits up a little bit. Let me just. Oh, how you doing?
Oh, I'm better than you, probably.
Yeah. And Suze goes, I'll give you guys a minute. I'll go get some. Phoebe, you want anything from like the vending machine?
No, I'm good. I appreciate that, Suze. Thank you.
Okay. She claps you on the shoulder and closes the door behind her. She steps out. Griffin goes, "Well, how you doing? Thanks for coming by today. I appreciate it. I
Oh,
should be discharged in like a couple of days."
really? That fast?
Yeah, they said that it was really more of like a an internal bleeding kind of issue. So once that got under control, it's really not that bad. I just need to stay off my feet, not do anything crazy for a couple of weeks. But I don't need to sit in here. I'm off oxygen. I don't need any more surgery. So thanks for not killing me. I do appreciate that.
Yeah, I could have gone. I guess I'm 2 for 3, but let's try to go 3 for 3, I guess.
Phoebe, that wasn't your fault. Come on. And
Uh,
neither was this.
yeah, no, I thought you were like a little silly fake. Like I didn't think it was real you. I was just like, haha, gonna kill my fake brother.
Because, given the circumstances of everything, and I don't really remember much after the funeral coffee. I don't blame you. Everything is a blur beyond that point, so I think that's entirely fair. But
Yeah, I mean, oh man, I should tell you.
yeah,
I saw Dad.
Dad,
Like I actually we went to heaven.
you went
And
to what?
yeah.
You went to heaven?
Before I almost killed you, we went to heaven.
Okay,
And
okay.
in a rehab facility, I saw Dad. He wasn't like attending rehab. He was a guard, maybe
Dad made it to heaven?
an escort. No,
Did you see
he
Mom?
was. What? No, mom's
Did Mom go to hell?
yeah, mom's in hell. Yeah, she's yeah, mom's in hell.
Damn, I told her all that musical theater wouldn't do much good for her, but she didn't listen.
I mean, listen, Dad did want me to tell you, he first of all he did say, what I did wasn't my fault, and cool, that's cool. But he also wanted me to tell you that he loves you,
Oh,
and
thanks, Phoebe.
yeah, I just I thought I wasn't gonna be able to tell you, so that sucked. After I done gone and shot you twice with my dang gay on, and she pulls out a gun.
He goes, how did you bring that in here? I thought those weren't allowed in here.
They don't. It's pretty lax security, I think.
It's really weird. Well, fuck, I can't believe you met Dad.
I mean, I didn't meet him. I've known him, but like.
Well, you know what I mean. If I saw Mom, I'd say I met Mom, but I didn't meet her for the first time. Just, did he seem okay? Did he seem happy?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely misses Mom and us, but I mean, heaven seems like it's treating him pretty well. He gets to work every Tuesday.
He's in heaven and he has to work on Tuesdays?
Yeah, they have some weird work agreement. He told me about it, but I wasn't listening.
Well,
but anyway, yeah, he's doing good. It was cool though. I panicked and I ran away.
well, I mean, if I was wandering around in heaven and I saw Dad unexpectedly, I would also probably just dip. I'm not ready for that emotional damage.
I also didn't think Dad would be in heaven. Like,
well, I mean, I'm not surprised Mom went to hell. I'll say that.
I mean, yeah. But listen, I just want to say, like, I'm glad I didn't kill you. Because, like, that would have sucked, you know.
I'm glad you didn't kill me too, Phoebe. I want to spend the rest of my life with you and Suze, and I don't know. This whole shit, it's just kind of been like a wake up call. I I was so fucking spooked after our parents murdered and all the weird shit and the magic and then disappearing for 3 years, and I don't. There's so much going on, and I know I said it before. I'm sorry I didn't tell you about me and Suze. I've spent so much time scared because I didn't want to lose you that, I mean, I could barely just lose you anyway, or I could just die on a Tuesday and go to heaven to build cars. I don't know.
Well, I didn't mention anything about cars, Griffin.
He goes,
Have you been to heaven?
he goes, did I go briefly?
Anyway.
No. Anyway, my point is, when we get back to New York, I think we're gonna leave the city and settle down somewhere a little slower. And we were wondering, I know you have an apartment in Manhattan. Do you want to come with us? We
She's
talked
like-
about moving to Thistle Heights a while ago. That kind of like, we kind of bailed on that, but I don't know. Something small and quiet and, peaceful.
I think that might be a good idea. And like she's already texting her landlord, like, hey, I'm quitting the lease. Okay, bye.
And he goes, great, because we've been looking at like, we were just looking at like houses where, if we ever have kids down the line, but if we got a house that had like a mother-in-law suite, you could have your own apartment, you could come and go as you please, have privacy, but I don't know. All of this just makes me want to keep the family that I do have as close as possible.
Yeah, and I think maybe like getting away from Sinzaba, like maybe
Oh, yeah.
farther than New York is a good idea.
How far would you want to go? Because that's fine with me, because I will never step foot in Connecticut for the rest of my life. If you ever come back here, I won't come with you. I'm so sorry. I will never step foot in this fucked up state ever again.
Yeah, no, don't. You get like kidnapped and shot when you come into Connecticut, so like you don't need to be here.
So do you!
But I haven't almost died, so it's fine.
Do you want to go back to Florida? Florida was kind of fucked up and crazy, but it was less fucked up and crazy than Connecticut.
It's like sticky and hot, but I guess it'll work.
Well, we don't have to go there. And
I
you
mean,
guys,
like, can we go to like, I don't know, Minnesota?
we're gonna move to Minnesota.
I don't know.
Okay, what about Michigan? Michigan's got lakes and stuff. You guys spend.
Or Ohio.
I'm not moving to Ohio.
No.
You guys spend a good amount of time just like going over the U.S. map, remembering states you didn't know existed, looking at different kind of houses. Suze comes back eventually, tries to sell you on a tree house. Doesn't work. It works on Phoebe a little bit, but Griffin's like, no! What if we have
Phoebe's like
kids?
a
They'll
tree
fall
house?
out!
Phoebe's like, teach him to climb.
And Suze is just like, no one would ever find us in our tactical treehouse house. It'd be perfect. And he's like, Suze, for the last time.
Nancy.
She's like, Griffin goes, Suze, the government doesn't care about you anymore. It's been 10 years. And Suze says, they're still gonna find me, Griff. That's why we gotta go to the trees. And we'll cut to Anderson, to you. Literally, none of this will definitively give it away that it's been at least a month and a half, if not 2 months.
Well over 2 months.
Oof. Please excuse us if we're slightly different. I haven't played Atticus or anyone in that zone in a hot minute. Okay. All right. So, fuck. Here we go. Anderson. It has been about 2 weeks since the entire Samicus debacle. God, fuck. Are we like starting you in the hospital, or did you want to start at home? Like, what? How did you want to do this?
You tell me.
Girl. Why don't we have you in the hospital then?
Okay.
Okay, so
Are you by yourself? Do you come with Rose? Like, walk me through what you're doing.
Yeah, no, Anderson left pretty early in the morning. I think he's going to go meet up with Rose later. They're going to not go out for a picnic. They're going to do something else. But he's just going to go see how Atticus is doing.
Okay. As you make your way in, basically at the start of visiting hours, you're kind of traveling down the lobby, the reception area, and you encounter Lily, who is actually speaking to a nurse. She glances at you, waves, and says, "Oh, hi, Anderson. How are you doing today?"
Oh, I am doing fantastic. How about you?
Oh, so good. So good. Well, Atticus is getting out today. She's finally getting discharged, so working on that. And she gives the nurse a kind of an annoyed look, and the nurse gives her a very equally bored stare and says, "Ma'am, you're going to have to fill out all of these forms and supply your marriage." And Lily's like, I know. She's over there if you want to go see her. And she turns her attention back to the nurse.
Yeah, I kind of like slide past that debacle and carry on down to Atticus's room.
All right, you head into Atticus's room, and she's alone in there at the moment. She's sitting up in bed, kind of messing with a TV, and a remote control is smacking it. She turns and she sees you in the doorway, and she goes, "Oh, there he is. How are you doing? Hi."
Hi, how are you?
Well, I've been better. I've been less fucking bored. And she smacks the remote again. She goes, "When the batteries work, it's great. But I'll be out of here in like, I don't know what Lily said, like 3 hours. So,
You're in good spirits.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just shocked and kind of a lot excited, ecstatic to still be alive.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We came from a future where you didn't have an arm.
What?
And to be honest with you, I was kind of watching the arm, and then that fucking piece of shit deity went for your leg instead, so
Oh.
I was watching the arm.
You went... Wait, I'm sorry. No one, like, Phoebe and Cornelius didn't tell me anything that happened. You guys went to the future? I didn't even think that was possible.
Friends went to the future, so technically they were frozen into... I guess you can go to the future. I don't know. Wasn't a big fan of it. Not a big fan of this either, I guess.
Well, thank you for trying to, Anders, I hope I don't blame you for any of this. None of this was your fault. And you know that, right?
I think I could have done a lot more.
A lot?
Wish I had put that fucking angel in the vacuum cleaner when I had the chance. I should have stomped on their ass. I should have gone faster through all the fucking shit in the casino and the limbo. I wasted so much time just trying to get things done as quickly as possible, but it wasn't fast enough.
But I lived, and for the most part, everyone, a lot of other people did too, and I don't think you're really taking into account or looking at what you did do. Listen, I understand better than anyone what it means to fuck up, but you guys didn't do that here, and you specifically didn't do that here. Everything that happened was awful, but I don't care about losing my leg, to be honest. I don't. It's maybe it hasn't sunk in yet, but I'm okay. And
I know you are.
I don't blame you. I honestly probably will never be able to accurately thank you enough for what you did for me. No matter how much you might think you may have not done enough or been fast enough, I wouldn't be here if you didn't do what I got you into in the first place. I mean, if you want to point fingers, there's so much that we both could have done differently, but if we just focus on that, we're never going to be happy. But we're both alive, and we're here, and our families are okay. And I mean, you know, cheese is missing, but other than that...
What?
What do you mean, what?
What do you mean, what? Cheese is missing?
Yeah, have you not talked to...
Who was supposed to keep an eye on Cheese during everything?
Have you not talked to Tobert? He's been in here at least 4 times. She points to it.
Probably turned back into a porcelain doll, just like freaking Francois.
What the fuck? She points to a stack of missing posters in the corner with Cheese and all of his information. She's like, yeah, Lily and I are gonna start passing these out. We're gonna get on it. I've been trying not to think about it too much, but you really didn't know?
He'll be fine.
He hasn't been seen since everyone got mass mind controlled.
He'll be fine. He's a tough kid.
What if I killed him?
What?
Well, Sammy, I mean, not me, but me. I don't know.
Cheese is fine. Look, I've learned something very important from all of this. Right? Fuck magic. Okay? The only good thing magic ever did for me was get me a wife, a beautiful family, reunite me with my sister, which is awesome, get me a big found family, a lucrative career that I threw down the toilet. Other than that, it's been nothing but horrible.
Yeah, magic's kind of a mixed bag. I'll be honest with you. I'm especially done with demons, and I will not be fucking with any angels. I don't.
You know,
oh,
in the last 8 years, this found family has stopped not 1 but 2 magic-based world-ending disasters.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm done, and you're done too. And Phoebe, and Cornelius, and Tobert, and Cheese if he ever turns up. And Lily,
we will find Cheese. We will find Cheese. But
we're done. All of us done. No more. There's going to be a big sign on the door with a big little X through it. No magic. Done.
What about just a little bit of magic?
No. What?
No. Not. I mean, are we done with magical adventures? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Definitively, definitely. I can't even walk right now, so I don't know what magical adventures I'm gonna get into. And quite frankly, I just want to focus on my kids. I had kids, and I've barely fucking seen them.
I know, it's crazy, and it's gonna feel like magic. Getting back into that. That's the real magic. All right. Right? Because you want to know what magic does. Atticus, magic makes you not want to have picnics anymore. And it reminds you of alternate timelines that you never even experienced, but apparently the good people above decided to torment you with. And you know what else magic does? All right, it smells just a little bit like burnt sausage, and I'm tired of no one else acknowledging it.
You're not even wrong. I've never thought about it, but you're right. It does kind of smell like burnt sausages.
It has that very faint burnt sausage smell. I'm done with sausage too because of it. I can't even look at it.
So I'm sorry. Why did magic ruin picnics for you?
I do not have the mental bandwidth to tell you why magic ruined picnics for me.
Okay. She grabs you by the shoulder and kind of pulls you in for a hug. She's like, all right, I promise we can be done with magic. That I will not get involved with any more shenanigans. And then in your mind she says, but I'm not dropping this. This is too much fun. I refuse to drop this.
So as you grab Anderson, he kind of relaxes and almost kind of melts into the hug, and he just kind of sighs softly and just sits there for a while.
She laughs a bit and she goes, "You know what is cool about me losing my leg?
No.
Now we're identical twins. And if I borrowed your prosthetic and you
No,
borrowed
what?
my prosthetic,
No.
then no one would be able to tell the difference between who we are."
That is not how that works.
Are you sure? Can you tell me with definitive certainty that that would definitely not work? Because I think that
No.
there's at least probably a chance that we should try it.
All right, but for now, we're getting you back home.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have a prosthetic. That's I've got to go through like rehab. I mean, you did this, so yeah, you know, it'll be okay. I'm trying to look on the bright side of things. I've been so negative for so long. This doesn't get much worse than this, so it's time to just drop all that shit. No more magic. No more focusing on what coulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's time to just be alive. And I'm going to Lily and I've decided we're going to 5.5 flags, 17.5 flags. We're gonna go to all the fucking flags.
How many flags do they have now?
I don't know. She pulls out a pamphlet and it's just like a big question mark with some flags, and she's like, "They're rebranding again."
They're always doing this.
It's like, guess how many flags. If you guess on the right day, you get an annual pass.
Oh, we're going.
Okay. And that's where we'll end that. You guys pan out as Atticus and Anderson laugh about fucking mysterious flags.
Fantastic. Now it's time to smartly transition back to the past for my Marvel Studios post-credit sequence.
Back to 2 months from now.
And Anderson has sent out an invitation to the three of you, as well as Nancy, Rose, Lily. He invites Griffin, and Griffin just angrily takes him out of the group chat and angrily texts him exactly the same rant that he told Phoebe about never setting foot in Connecticut. Anderson phrases it to the three of you as a movie party. Legendary versus the Outrageous Oat is out on Blu-ray Plus. It came out like 5 years ago, but this has like 3 extra minutes of footage, and Boo's been really excited about it. But it very quickly becomes colloquially behind Anderson's back the "I'm sorry" party. And it's not hard to figure out why. Anderson is like constantly apologizing to Cornelius and Phoebe for his brash behavior, to Atticus for stabbing her and not stopping her leg, to Rose and Lily and Nancy for basically attacking them. And so you all kind of figure out that this is basically Anderson's pity party. It's his party, and he's going to cry if he wants to. So it's the big day. The movie is on. You're all gathered in Anderson's living room watching the movie when the doorbell rings. And Anderson goes, "Oh, I think that's the pizza." And he stops himself and he says, "We're not expecting any more like future past shit, right? That's just the pizza, right?"
If we open that door and us comes in, everyone owes me $15.
I'm not paying
You're
jack
on.
shit.
Yes, you are. You're throwing us an
Can't hear
apology
you, I'm in the
party.
doorway.
You owe me $45, Anderson.
Party. He opens the door and you all hear some muffled conversation. And Anderson, he looks puzzled and he comes back in and he says, "It's for you guys.
I squint.
Us?
Which guys?
You three.
Oh,
You know, the OG tragedy trio. Can you get this old man out of here, please? We're trying to watch a movie."
Tragedy trio? What the
Old
fuck kind of
man.
name is
old
that?
man?
Old man.
What? Okay. Who, old man,
Here
who
I,
are you?
Here I go checking the door.
Atticus goes with you. She's still got, I think, like a cane. Hasn't really gotten used to the prosthetic that she probably just got. Shuffles along with you guys to the door. Who's there?
Standing in the doorway is none other than This Isn't Normal fan favorite character, Dr. B.
Oh,
Dr. B!
Dr. B?
Oh my god!
He gives you a sad smile as he takes the three of you all in. He looks older, of course. It's been almost a decade since you last seen him. And he doesn't look that bad, but that kind of light in his eyes is gone, and he looks very distraught. And he says, "It's so good to see the three of you again. Oh dear, Atticus, what can I ask?"
Oh yeah, I got possessed by an angel, and then I turned into a monster, and then they had to beat the angel out of me, and it ripped off my leg. It sucked.
it runs in the family.
It does.
Yeah.
Now I point to Anderson. I'm like, now we're really twins. I mean, we were really twins, but now we're super actually twins.
We're super twins.
He gives you all a sad smile, and he says, "I should have expected nothing less than to hear that the three of you were involved in that terrible, terrible mess a few months ago."
When aren't we?
Yeah, could you expect anything else, though?
He steps into the house as Anderson says, "Hey, wait a second."
Yeah,
No, it's okay. It's
go
okay.
away.
Dr. B's fine. He was with us in Sandland. I told you all about Dr. B and everyone in Sandland before, remember?
You have never mentioned this man to me in your entire life.
Why do you always forget everything I tell you?
Dr. B says, Dr. B says, "Do you, is there a bathroom?"
Yeah. I can
Upstairs
take
or downstairs?
"Downstairs, please."
Okay.
Come with me,
Sorry.
everyone.
I'm not good at stairs. Phoebe, can you help me?
Downstairs,
you,
I'm
I
going
got you.
downstairs.
Okay.
I got you. Phoebe like picks you up and brings you downstairs.
Oh god, that's not what I meant. Okay, goodbye.
You're all downstairs. You're in the lobby. What?
Oh. Well, I
Oh,
picked
I
you
thought we were
up.
going to like a basement.
No.
No. There's a this level and an upstairs level.
No, not Anderson. Phoebe still picked up Atticus. She's like, this is like easier than walking, so I'll just
I
sit
got
here.
you. Yeah.
So Dr. B slowly walks towards the bathroom, and as he does, he starts talking, and he says, "Last night I had a dream, a terrible, terrible dream. I was faced with myself, a version of me, if you will, a terrible, mangled, dirty version. He came at me with an axe, and in the dream I disarmed him and disarmed him again when I cut his right arm off. It was a horrible dream. I awoke in a sweat, and when I went into the bathroom," and he pushes the door to the bathroom open, and you all stare at Dr. B's reflection. And there's something very, very wrong with it. The reflection moves with Dr. B, his mannerisms, his words, his perspective, but it's not him. And in fact, it looks shockingly similar to the kind of phantom Dr. B that he described. It's missing its right arm, and it looks angry and dirty. Dr. B says, "And this is what my reflection is now. I'm worried, everyone.
You just magic cursed my brother's mirror. He's gonna be so mad.
It's
Bro,
every
get this
mirror.
guy out of here.
I can't. I'm very worried about what the incident, the destabilization of reality has done to our universe. It's possible it's become so mangled that we've been spotted."
Spotted by who?
Aliens?
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, that's super ominous.
I wish I had more than that, but if I'm going after myself, and I assure you, there's only one of me. Who's this? And I'm so glad you're all still here and in town, because I know that together we can solve this. And Anderson bursts around the corner and he says, "Nope, get out. Get out of my house, you crazy old man. We're done. We don't do this anymore. I don't care if you went to fucking Wonderland, Oz, Narnia. I don't care. We're done. You're leaving me, my family, and my friends out of this. You're leaving my apology party right the fuck now. Cornelius, Phoebe, Atticus, tell him you're done."
You see, it was an apology party.
You know, Dr. B, I do have to be real with you. That was a lot. I was just a monster for a couple of days, and I almost killed everybody and all of my family and all of my friends, and then I got my body fucked up literally forever. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
Phoebe?
Listen, I almost killed my brother, and I think I'm out too. I think I'm done.
No takers. Go bug some other suckers into following you on whatever the fuck this quest. No, this is... I don't care. I don't care. All right, the last time you lost your leg, you got possessed by an angel. No more. Get out. And Dr. B looks heartbroken. He turns pleading to the three of you. And he opens his mouth to speak and he says, "All right. I'll be on my way then."
Maybe write something online. I'm sure someone will pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm really sorry, Dr. B.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry for taking up your time. Enjoy. Is that legendary in the outrageous oat? Get out of my house! and Dr. B, he exits stage left, pursued by Anderson.
Anderson, leave this kind man alone.
Anderson, get back here and watch Legendary with your family.
Nuts.
And no one in the town, in the state, the country, the world, the universe ever hears from Dr. B again.
Oh, damn. He didn't even put up an ad on Craigslist?
And it is with great pleasure that I announce this isn't normal season 3, the Reflection Game.
Ooh.
Oh. Do you get it?
Do you get it? Because Dr. B...
Do you get it?
Do you get it? Do you
Do you get it?
Do you get the
Because
name?
Dr. B's
Do you
dead?
just get it?
Because Dr. B's dead?
No, it was the thing with the mirror.
Oh, man.
Oh, fuck.
It's gonna be, it's gonna be a hoot, but I gotta get like a haircut and shit, so
Like now?
yeah, it's gonna take me like a month. So can we like circle back to all this in a month?
Yeah,
Next
I guess so.
next month, next Tuesday.
Next month, next Tuesday?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I'll get my haircut a month. I'll get my haircut a month from today, and then we'll meet the next day on that Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're not getting a month-long haircut?
I'm gonna finish up my month long. Will, we're taking a break, okay? We're taking a break, Will.
So you're not taking a month-long haircut?
We're taking a break.
Okay.
But real quick, Beth.
Yeah.
Beth, thank you.
That
Oh,
was
you're welcome.
that was wonderful.
Beth, thank
You guys
you.
like the
for-
story?
Oh,
That shit slapped.
That was amazing. That was.
it was a fucking roller coaster. That was so good.
A
Yeah, it was.
lore-filled drug trip.
It sure was. I was like, I'm bringing them all out. Every fucking god, image, concept. What, you haven't met them yet? You're meeting them today.
We
was
should have
so
told them
good.
to have a turf war on someone else's planet.
Oh,
It's
we
too
should have
late.
sent them to Mars.
It's too late for that. We should have told them to fuck off.
Go be rude on Jupiter.
Go
Not
to
here.
If you guys are gonna have fist fights with each other, go do it on a non-terrestrial planet. Check out the gas giants at the fringe of our solar system. Go on.
Fucking tell him.
All right.
Absolutely.
Get on out of here.
Thank you to Mango, Amanda Krondar, Morgan Wolbrandt, Emily Laderna, and Smarties for their continued support of the show. Support us at patreon.com/tincast, and just so you know, there is tons of good stuff coming your way. This isn't normal season 3. The Reflection game launches on Monday, June 19th. Don't miss it. You won't want to. It's coming. It's going to be here in just under a month, and we are so excited. And until then, stay safe and drink lots of water. Take care, and thank you for being a part of this incredible journey.